Happy Hendricks, episode 24. What are we doing on this one? All about RC. So I've taken apart the entire table because I need this as a workbench. It can't be a rock course. So the rocks are all down here now, and I'm going to build something different. So hopefully my plan goes as expected. If not, this is going to be a flop, but I'm thinking it's going to work. So bear with me. Let's build a new inverted crawler course. That's right, inverted. You're going to find out how. Here we go. And now we've got our surface out here, and we're gonna have to start building our structure. So our structure is all these boxes we've been saving, this giant pile of boxes you've probably been wondering about. That's what it is. That's all the build. All right, well, here we go so far. The boxes are piled up. I'm gonna start working on the other side of this before I get too much piled up here. That way I can spread everything out, but building some pretty good features here. This I might have to cut. That could be a little tight right there. We may have to trim a little bit. We'll figure it out. All right, well, I think I have this side basically mocked up to start going forward with plaster. This is probably the most extensive course I've ever built. I'm just going to start cutting some strips here. That looks good. Alright, so I'm going to take this, just going to quick flip flop in the water, and then kind of stick it on here. I like to kind of try and spread things out. And you just want to make sure the edges are sealed real good, where they meet each other. Otherwise, just slap it on there. There's no right or wrong way to place this stuff. Just put it on there, kind of push it around, try and make things look how you think you want them to look. And got one more little piece up here. So let's finish up this little area right here. So that's basically the process, and then you just do the entire thing. So I'm gonna get to that. All right, so we got about half of our materials here on the course at this point. So it is painfully obvious that we don't have enough materials. So I ordered the same amount, so doubled it up, so maybe we'll have enough to finish once that gets here. But we're going to go ahead and spin the course 180 and start working on the other side, just so we can finish kind of getting the rest of the stuff kind of figured out and laid out, and then we'll go from there. We're all spun around here. So we've got a few areas to work on here to figure out how we're gonna make them work. I have one more obstacle thing to put here on the top for this whole big area here. So let's figure out this big area. All right, well, I think this is what we're gonna do, and we'll start putting the plaster material on, and see what happens. Well, here we go. In just a few hours, you're expecting this upload for episode 24. And as you can see, we are nowhere even near close with the course. We've used up all of our plaster material, and we still have quite a ways to go, but it's starting to come along. We got this little area here. I'll kind of explain things as we go. So what we have is this front area here, and we've kind of got this articulation section. This will all get built up around this corner. And there'll be a little area that goes through here with a nice little notch to go up. And then we have a notch to navigate here. And then we have this little obstacle course here. You can't really see much definition, but it'll come and wrap all the way around the perimeter here. Some off camber, climb up on top of this area, or you can climb and go down through here or up and across. Up here we have this more extreme log area, articulation area, a little bit better view under here, and the obstacle course that'll go there in that V notch. And we started building this area up to get up and around here. The plan is you should be able to basically wrap the entire perimeter, and there'll be a couple of good climbs and some areas for articulation. I didn't want to make it so hard that only certain vehicles did it. I wanted to be able to put a stock rig on here and still be able to have some fun. See, we're having some, not everything sticks as good as it should, but we'll work that out. But it is quite the project, so we'll keep working on that for you. But I'm gonna run a couple lines here and show you how it goes so far. We're gonna use the new Bronco. All right, so ended up picking up something. Thought it was pretty cool, so had to get it. The new axial AX24 Bronco, the retro look. It's got the little steelies and stuff. So let's pull this thing out and give it a look over. We got this from our friends over at Anchorage House of Hobbies. They always take real good care of us, and actually they just featured the Power Wagon on their Hobby Shop Hot Rods. We got some stickers to put on the truck. That'll get us into the car show this summer for the Hobby Shop Hot Rods. So we'll go and represent AHH. They've always been great to us. I've probably been doing business there for going on 2 decades now at least. They've always been the go-to. They've always been great. So we'll get this thing pulled out and we're gonna run it right out the box and see how it does. So stand by. So the entire fleet, I have the entire fleet out to show the scale of this course that I built. So without any further ado, without any more fanfare, it's not done. I'm not sure when it's gonna be done, but I'm working on it. So here you go. It's big. We have this whole articulating area right in here, kind of like some logs. Maybe it's like some timbering or something's been done here. Then this was actually a light bulb thing. Then we've got this little area down in here, a couple of notches. As you can see, there's still a lot of work to be done. Started smoothing this out and getting rid of the plaster texture in some areas. So this is coming along. There's an upper level. We've got this whole area, and I think I might change some of this. The good thing about this is you can just cut it up. It cuts up real easy, and you can change it. Then we have this area here. This climb it's difficult for a lot of them. And a lot of these haven't been ran because I just went and pulled them off the shelf because I had to show you just how actually ridiculous this thing is. It's a 4x8 sheet that it started on. All kinds of areas here. And so one of the things I was thinking is, I know we have some RC fans. We got RC fans. You guys like RC? I like RC. Woo, RC. So what I was thinking for my RC fans, I know I got 3 of them out there. I coughed there. I saved you. So we have Gwen. Gwen won the base camp for the 50 subscribers. No, for the 100 subscribers. Kylie won the 50 subscriber base camp, and then Gwen actually was gifted the 100 subscriber base camp from Lee because he had already bought his daughter Stella one. So we have Stella that likes the RC. We have Gwen that likes the RC, and then I just found out my man Channing, he likes RC too. Well, I thought it'd be kind of cool for my little RC fans out there if maybe we started naming some parts of this course for you, because the whole intention with this course is if we do any local meet and greets, it doesn't weigh nothing. So I can bring it with, and you can come drive your car on my course that you've watched on the channel. Kind of corny, but some of you might enjoy it. So that was kind of the idea of it. So anyway, maybe we'll name some of the course. Like we could have the Gauntlet of Gwen, and we could have the Spires of Stella, and the Cliffs of Channing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. If you have any ideas for the course, any areas, I'm going to get some good photos here and put them up, and we're going to kind of name some areas here. And maybe if you have some ideas, some things that maybe I did wrong, or some things you'd like to see, I don't know. I'm willing to take some feedback and learn. I was thinking it would be kind of cool so we could cut out in here and maybe put like a little scene in there, like maybe like the Star Wars bar where the where Han shot first. Maybe we put something in there. Thought about making a little notch here, putting like cavemen or something in there. I don't know. Cave people. Sorry, cave persons. Put some cave persons in there. But anyways, yeah. This really could probably get completely mowed down and reshaped here. This is a pretty awkward area. This makes for a pretty rough corner. So anyways, this is the course. This is where episode 24 went. I apologize. It got way out of hand, but it's kind of fun. So I'll clear this off, and then we'll run a couple lines with some of the RCs, and That way you can see some things in action on it.